Yeah, now I started.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right.
Okay.
So in this session, what we'll do is we'll try to check the work areas and internal tables into detail. So in the last class also we discussed about something about work area, but in this
Yeah.
session onwards we'll dig into more details about work areas and internal tables,
Okay.
and we will try to bring the data from database table and put it into a work area and internal table and so on. So let us look into
Okay.
those techniques.
Yeah.
I'll go to
It's
SE.
echoing from your side.
Sorry,
Is this lots of echo from your side and a bit noisy also in the background.
noise.
And now it's
Uh, you can you mute yourself and try once in case if you are getting less noise, or yeah, now see whether if it is having lesser noise, it's okay.
no, that's okay. No, when you are speaking, it's okay. It's okay. Clear now. When you are speaking, it is okay.
Okay.
We can proceed. It is really nice, let you know.
So let us go ahead. Then I'm going to create some more
Yeah.
examples with test07 or whatever. So here I'm declaring a work area, and now today
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you how can we get the data from database table and put it into work area, test with work areas. So we
Okay.
are going to,
Mm-hmm.
and slowly we will move towards internal tables also.
Mm-hmm.
Kanan, basically which module you are into?
I'm basic model is SD.
SD module. Okay, so just
Yes. Yes.
thinking
Yes.
whether which tables you are comfortable with the VBAK,
Okay. Okay.
all
Okay.
these tables.
Yeah. 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 Yes. Yes. Yes.
Right. So I'll say um, data, some name,
Mm-hmm.
ABC,
Mm-hmm.
any name, give any name, type,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
VBAK.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say data ABC type VBAK, so then ABC is called as a work area.
Mm-hmm.
This ABC will have as many number of fields as that of VBAK. In case
Oh, okay.
In VBAK, if you have 200 fields, you have
Mm-hmm.
200 memory locations in your ABC.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So now all these memory locations are empty memory locations. So as of now, that means at line until line number 11, there is no
Yeah.
relation between the data of the VBAK table. That means what is the sales document number. There may be some other
Yeah.
sales organization. There is no relation between that and this work area. As of now, the
Yeah. Yeah.
ABC is a work area which is having empty memory
Okay.
locations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now what I
Okay.
want to do is I want to get a sales order related record, header record, sales order header record from VBAK table, and then I wanted
Okay.
to put it into this work area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
let me take you into VBAK table. SE11 VBAK. So the screen whatever you are looking now, this is a VBAK structure which has around 147 fields. You can see here it has
Yeah.
147 fields. So if I
Yeah.
go inside this and execute, it is showing first 200 sales order information header, sales order headers,
Yeah.
first 200 sales orders, sales documents I should say. So now I have many sales documents. So now
Mm-hmm.
my work area can store only one
147.
one row,
47.
one row. That means
Okay. Okay.
either
Oh,
this
nice. Oh,
row
yes. Yes.
or this row, because
Yeah.
my work area has a single row. Work area means a single row representation.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so what I should say here is, I should say I wanted to bring one sales order. I have a 200 sales orders. I wanted to bring one
Mm-hmm.
sales order into my program and write in the output of my program. I'll say
Okay. Okay.
select
Mm-hmm.
single star. Single means one record. You have 200
Okay.
records, but I want to get only one record.
Okay.
Star stands for all the fields. All the field means in this record MANDT I want, in this record Veblen also I want, in this record ERDAT, that means date 01/21/1997. Also all field related information I want. Star means all the field relevant information.
Okay.
And then you should say from, you want to get the data from which table? VBAK table.
Okay.
Then after getting the data, put it into empty memory location ABC. ABC is a work area. It has 147 empty memory location. So you are getting 147 fields. Star here in this case 147 fields. You are getting all 147 fields and putting into this, filling into this work area.
Okay.
But there are 200 sales orders, right? So which sales order you want to bring? You can say where the sales order number, that means where VBELN equal to 4969. So if I say something like this, that means it is bringing a single record where the sales document number is 4969 from this table and putting into this work area. It is bringing all 147 fields. Star stands for all the fields. So once you have the work area, then you want to display in the output, then you have to say write ABC hyphen VBELN comma ABC hyphen date means ERDAT. ABC hyphen Ernum, for example, like this.
What if you want to write all 147 fields?
You have to write it individually. There is nothing like you just simply say ABC, then you cannot write it. So you have to do it individually. Otherwise, we have some different approach called ALV, or ABAP list viewer. So there directly we can pass this internal table so that all the fields get displayed at one shot. We will look into that little later, but as of now, when you are using a write keyword, when you are using write, there is no option for you to write entire work area. So you need to put the fields individually with the field names. So yeah, ABC hyphen, for example, I want to get the sales org, VKORG will be there somewhere, right? So it's a sales order VKORG. ABC hyphen, I want to know the price, NETWR. And ABC hyphen unit of the price, WAERK, and so on. So like this, I can write all the n number of fields, whatever I wanted to display in the output. So let us save it, check it, and activate. So whenever you have a select statement, whenever you are debugging and you come across the select syntax, select is getting the data from the database table and putting into a work area or internal table. Here we are, as of now, we are using a work area, and little later we can also see, we will see examples to get the data into the internal table also. So but as soon as you see the select statement, it is your basic understanding that you are trying to get the data from database table. Okay, so now let us put a breakpoint here, execute the program. The debugger is getting started. So see the ABC. So here ABC you can see. Double click on this. So ABC has all 147 fields, but you know, it is not displaying it horizontally, but you can see vertically it is there, but all 147 fields are there. So you can see all 147 fields. Scroll down. So now after this select query, what happens? after this select query, I'm trying to get all star. That means I'm getting all 147 fields, putting into this 147 memory locations where the WebLAN is 4969. So I'll click on F5.
Yeah.
This statement is executed, and after that, if you go inside this work area, double click on ABC. So my work area got filled up. So the data came from the database table and it went inside this work area.
Okay.
So now,
So initially this variable were filled. All this variable field, that row was completely empty, right?
empty, yes.
Empty, now it is filled up. Okay.
Yeah, now after this select statement, it has been filled.
Okay.
Right. So now after that, you are write ABC WebLAN. So what is there in ABC WebLAN? Go inside and see. What is there in ABC WebLAN?
Yeah.
4969.
Yeah.
So that will be written in the output.
Okay.
Okay. Similarly, what is there in this ERDAT? ERDAT, you can see ERDAT has 02/01/1997. So this is always in the YYYYMMDD format. First 4 digits will be year, second 2 digits will be month, and last 2 digits will be date.
Okay.
So in the debugging, always the date will be in this format whenever you are debugging.
Okay. Year, month, date.
Yeah, YYYY.
Okay.
MM and DD. Year, month, date.
Okay.
In debugging, always this will be the format. In the output, it depends on your selection. So some user will set day hyphen month hyphen year. Some user will say first I want month, then slash, then I want the date, then slash. Then, that is what output representation. Okay, date always has two formats. One is called as a debugging format, or I'll call it as an internal format. And the other one is output format. Output format is which is displaying in the output.
Okay.
Output format depending on user settings, but debugging format is always YYMMDD.
Okay.
Okay, then the next one, date and name of the person. You can see ECC user 15 is the guy who has created this sales document 4969. And it belongs to sales organization 1000, net price NETWR, it is 5500 DEM.
Yeah.
Okay, then so this is what will be written in the output now. The program has the output.
Yeah.
So now the question is, I'm trying to utilize in the output how many fields I'm writing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fields I'm writing in the output.
Yeah.
Then why to waste unnecessarily 141 memory locations? I'm getting the data. I'm getting the data here, and see here I'm declaring 147 memory locations by saying ABC type VBAK. I'm creating 147 empty memory locations. I'm bringing all the 147 related data, but I'm finally writing only these 6 fields. So instead of bringing 147 fields, I'll bring whatever the fields is required for me. I want sales document number. I want the date. I want the name of the person who has created the sales order, sales organization, cost, and units. You can say like this.
Okay.
So then what happens? Only these fields will come.
Okay.
Okay, but let us see. There is one more problem. I'll show you what is that problem. Yeah.
We don't have to give VBAK in that. Just the field name is sufficient.
Just field
VBAK.
Just field name is sufficient, because anyway we are saying from which table we are going to get this.
From VBAK. Okay.
So now see, there is one more problem. I'll show you what happens. Now see here, ABC is there, right? So ABC is ABC is having how many
Okay.
memory locations? You can see ABC has 147 empty memory locations.
Yeah. But can you see the number here? I
You
cannot
can
see that 141.
you can see when I'm scrolling down. See 0014 is there on the right hand side.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so when I scroll down
So then,
further, you can see
yeah.
that number will get changed, but
Okay.
it's not the proper number. So you cannot really
Okay.
depending on that.
Okay.
So let me see if I am getting it. No, that's what. That is not a proper
Okay,
way.
that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you will get it, but it's not a proper way. But
It's
the
written here.
thing is, so now I have 147 empty memory locations, but I am
Yeah.
bringing only 6 fields.
Yeah.
So where should these 6 fields will come and go sit in this 147 memory location? Where does this VBLN will go and sit?
Mm-hmm.
You may think
Okay.
it will go into the this memory location,
Yes.
but what happens is the
Okay.
WebLAN will go and sit in the first memory location.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then what happens? The next field
Mm-hmm.
ERDAT, that ERDAT will
Mm-hmm.
go and sit in a second memory location of ABC. Second memory
To
location
form
of
the
ABC is WebLAN.
so type issue will come and error it will throw.
Yeah, it will throw an error. Exactly. So now when I click F5, the program is
Mm-hmm.
going for a termination. Program is terminated.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Dump. Yeah, you can see a dump. So now in
Yeah.
order to avoid this, what you should do is
Mm-hmm.
you should say
Mm-hmm.
into corresponding fields of ABC.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So then the select query knows that okay, so ABC when I'm bringing WebLAN, I should fill the WebLAN
Mm-hmm.
memory location. When I bring
Okay.
ERDAT, I should fill the ERDAT memory location and so on. So now
Understood.
when I execute this
Okay.
and ABC is empty as of now, but it has all 147 empty memory locations even
Mm-hmm.
though this is empty. After I click F5, you can see that
Mm-hmm.
the corresponding fields are getting filled up.
Yes.
WebLAN got filled up,
Yeah.
ERDAT got filled up, Ernum got filled up, and when I scroll down, you can see
Mm-hmm.
network, VRC, VKWRG also got filled up,
Yeah.
right? So then I'll be writing everything. So this is one way of doing it. But still,
Mm-hmm.
the work area ABC has unnecessarily I'm wasting memory on some memory locations. So instead
Yeah.
of,
Still.
because 147 memory locations are there in ABC, I don't want to have 147 memory locations. So what I'll
Yeah.
do is I'll say types begin of some name
Mm-hmm.
XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Mm-hmm.
my structure name. XYZ is my structure name. Otherwise I'll say sales head. This is a proper name instead of XYZ. So then I'll say VBELN type VBAK hyphen VBELN ERDAT type.
Why is that end of? Not should be
Sorry.
begin of, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I have given end of by mistake.
Okay.
Begin of
Mm-hmm.
only.
Mm-hmm.
So ERDAT type VBAK hyphen ERDAT. Then ERNAM type VBAK hyphen ERNAM.
Okay.
VKORG type VBAK hyphen
Mm-hmm.
VKORG. NETWR type VBAK hyphen NETWR. WAERK type VBAK hyphen WAER. So like this I will declare whatever the fields I want in a structure.
Mm-hmm.
and with the help of the structure, I will declare a work area. So instead of VBAK, I will provide here cell set. So now my ABC will have only 6 memory locations.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm bringing the 6 fields into the 6 memory locations which are available in ABC from VBAK table.
Okay.
So in that
Okay.
case, corresponding is not required. You can simply say ABC.
Okay.
So let me activate this. What I've done wrong. End of cell set, begin of cell set. Name specified. Did I have given a HEAD? I have to give here HEAD.
Yeah.
Activated. Now I'll go to line number 23. Put a breakpoint here. Execute. Now let us look into ABC. Go double click inside the ABC. See how many fields it has. Only 6. 6 empty memory locations.
Yeah.
Previously 147 were there because we have given ABC type VBAK, right? So previously we have given VBAK here. So that's why previously there are 147 fields are there in ABC. Now only 6 fields are there. Now I'm getting the 6 fields. Then after the select query, all my 6 fields are getting filled up. So once the data is there, I'll write the output. So this is the better way, better optimization. So this way of getting the data is better way of getting the data. So you have to declare a separate structure with the fields, whatever you need. Don't use a star. So generally ABAP consultant, what they will do is they will put a star because they are lazy to write the individual field names. Okay, so when you put a star, all fields are coming. So they are sometimes people are lazy and they will put a star. But by putting a star, you are reducing the program performance.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so but what I say is, in case if there are some small tables like MAKT has hardly 5 fields, right? MAKT has 5. Then put star there, not a problem.
Okay.
If a database table itself has a less number of fields, you can use a star. If database table has a huge set of fields and if you are utilizing only less number of fields from there, then make use of individual fields.
Yeah.
Then the next approach, what I'll do is I'll declare a parameter here. Parameters p underscore doc type VBAK hyphen VBELN. So I given some name here which is of type VBAK WebLearn. That means in VBAK table for WebLearn, if you have 10 characters, so that for this parameter 10 characters will be allocated, length will be allocated, data type and length. So now let us see how this looks like. So here I wanted to give 4969. Here I can give 4970. I want to give whatever the sales document, the particular document number I wanted to give it here. So now what I'll do is instead of putting this hard coded 4969 here, I'll provide the p underscore doc. So whatever the input you provide here, 4969, execute, then those details will come. In case you give a 4970, that particular 4970 details will come.
Yeah. Okay.
Let us go a little bit more. Let us explore more now. So I will try to copy this program. I am creating one more program. So in this program, I wanted to let you know how can you get multiple records from the database table. As of now, we are only getting single record, right? So always we are getting a single record,
Yes.
either 4969 sales document related records, otherwise another sales document, but only one sales document related record we are getting. But in this now, the next episode, what we are going to do is we are trying to get multiple records. So how can we do that?
Just hold on for a minute, no? I'll just check this. Type, okay.
So tell me once you are done with.
No, okay, yes.
Right. So you don't have any confusion here, right?
No, nothing.
Okay. Right. So now what I wanted is here I wanted to provide the sales organization VK. Otherwise, yeah, I'll provide sales org. Otherwise p_org I'll give, because the name should not exceed, it has a constraint like whatever the name you provide here, that name should not exceed 8 characters. Okay, so P, you can see P is one character, underscore is another character, O is another character, like that. If you count, the name should not exceed more than 8 characters. So that's what that's what SAP will say. So I'll give here p_org, type VBAK VKORG. I'll give. So in the input, I wanted to give the sales organization.
Okay.
In that particular sales organization, how many sales documents are there? I wanted to list all the sales documents in my output. And their corresponding date, the user who has created that, and their price and unit. So these details I wanted to display. So now I want multiple records. So certainly you know that in a given sales organization you will get a multiple record. So don't use this single.
Okay.
Use the single only if you know you are going to get a one record. So if you are sure that you are going to get, if you know that if you are going to get one record, then only use a single keyword. Otherwise don't use that. Similarly,
okay, one more question.
Sorry.
If you don't give it, select single we are giving, okay, and in that statement, if you don't give where condition, the first one, is it?
In this condition, if you don't give a where.
Yeah.
Okay.
So which one it will pick up from the database?
It see actually our assumption is in the SAP VBAK table database, whatever the first record is there, it should pick it. So that means it will straight away go to VBAK table. The first record is 4969, so it will pick. It should pick this.
Okay.
But what happened is we had some issue actually in our office. So SAP says that there is no guarantee that it picks always the first record. It can pick any one of them.
Anything, right?
Yeah, so that's what SAP OSS note says, that it can pick any one of the record. But our assumption is it should pick the first record.
Okay. Yeah, we also had some issue based on this. I remember. That's why I asked for this.
Okay. So we had actually that.
Yeah. Okay.
So right. So let us go back then. So now I don't want to use a single. I want to get multiple records. So what I will do is I will put select and then I will use end select over here. It is something like a while do and do, some kind of a loop it is. Now select and select will form a loop.
Okay.
And here in the where condition, now I will say instead of Veblen I will say vkorg equal to p underscore org. So here I am getting the user will give the sales organization as an input. So whatever he provides as an input, that I will provide into the vkorg field of this VBAK table. Get the first record, write it, go inside the loop again. If you have another sales document, get that, write it, and so on. Like that, the loop repeats, and then each and every time it will pick a new record, and then it will write it. So I am giving here slash.
Okay, and how about this? This end select we are giving here, but earlier we are not given this end select.
Yes.
Correct.
Earlier we are.
So why there was no syntax error?
Earlier we are only picking the select. We are only picking one record. Select a single. We have given.
So if you give the user word single, it will not expect that end select.
Right.
If you don't use the word single, it will expect the end select.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there is one more case also. So you told now two cases. If you don't give select single, it expects end select. Similarly, here if you are providing an internal table, for example, instead of work area, if you are providing internal table, then also it will not expect this end select. So we'll see that little next example where we are coming to that. Don't worry about that. So as of now, you know the two cases. That's good. So let us put a breakpoint here. I'll go to my VBAK table. Here I wanted to give a sales organization as an input. So vkorg.
Too many.
Yeah, I wanted to give some odd sales organization where it will have a less number of orders. Let me check. Yeah, only 13 are there in this. Huh? So good example. We can make use of this. So 1020 I will provide in my program input. Let us go in a debugging mode. /h execute. Parallelly, I will open the table also, database table. So first record, first sales document is 5472. Alright, so let us see whether we are getting 5472. As of now, my work area is empty. You can see. Let me double click on the work area. So you can see my work area is empty as of now. So when I click on this F5, when I click this, then first record, which is nothing but there's a 5472 record should come. I clicked on this.
Okay.
You can see that 5472 record has came.
Yes.
Then I'm writing that record in the output. Again, cursor went back. It is trying to check, is there any other record? Yes, we have 5473. So previously my work area, what is that? 5472 is there. Now when I click F5, the 5472 is overwritten with 5473.
Yeah.
Then it is writing 5473 in the output. Going back, again getting one more data, that is 5492. Now it should be 5492. You are getting 5492 into this. Then writing it like this, it is writing all the 13 records.
Okay.
For example, now what you want to do is, in case if you don't want, because the problem here is every time you are going to the database table and hitting the database table. So 13 times now you went to program database. You have in SAP you have 3 layers. One is GUI, another one is application layer, another one is a database layer. There are 3 layers. So now 13 times my program went from GUI to the application layer to the database, came back, once again went through all these layers, came back, like that. 13 times it has done. So the performance of the program will go down in this case. So if you want to improve the performance of the program, so what you need to do is you declare a variable which can hold multiple records. ABC can always hold a single record. ABC can always hold a single record. So that's why you are going 13 times. But in case if you have a container which can hold all the 13 records at one shot, so no need to go to the database table for 13 times. So I will declare a variable here, data XYZ type table of sales head. So XYZ I'll call it as an internal table. The syntax is type table of. Okay, so XYZ has the reference of sales head. So inside the sales head you have a 6 fields. So XYZ also has a 6 fields but multiple rows. ABC is a single row. ABC also has 6 fields but single row. XYZ is a multiple row. Okay, so now in this
generally we see the terminology ITAB, in this, that's what it is, right?
Right. So
ITAB. Everywhere we see ITAB.
ITAB, yeah. So generally they will say ITAB, but it's a name. Instead of ITAB, you can use JTAB, you can use ABC, anything. It's a name.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't want you to habituate to that name. Otherwise, you don't look into this what I'm writing here. If as soon as I say here ITAB, you think that that is the internal table. Okay. So actually that even though if you give ITAB here, if I say ITAB type sales head, this is a work area.
Yeah, this work area, exactly. This will get confused. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's this work area. I got it.
Yeah. So here what is that work area is ABC. Alright, so now what I'm trying to do is select all these fields from VBAK and put it into table XYZ.
Okay.
In this case, I don't expect, the select query will not expect and select. Because you are getting all the data into the XYZ table.
Okay,
no need to give and select. We are not going through the database table multiple times. So this is done. So now let me save it, check it and activate it. I just wanted to show you what is going to happen now. So put a breakpoint here. Execute this. Provide here same sales org. Go and execute the select query. So now look into this XYZ. XYZ is an internal table. You can see 13 over here. That means your internal table got 13 records.
Okay.
Go inside this and look into the 13 records related data. Double click on this internal table. You can see the data for all the 6 fields but multiple records, 13 records. Horizontal rows are records, vertical rows are fields. Vertical columns are nothing but fields. Horizontal rows are horizontal things. We will call them as records. Rows are called as records. You have a 13 records.
Yeah, 13 into 6, huh?
13 into 6, yes.
So that's a 6 column itself, correct? And what is it, 86? That's some memory you said, right?
Yeah. It is some memory, so don't worry about this.
Okay.
I think these 86 bytes of data it is utilizing for this internal table.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
So now you have all 13 records. Now you want to display this 13 records in your output.
Okay.
In the program output, I want to display this 13 records. But what is the ABC now? Does ABC has here what you are doing? You are writing ABC. Does ABC has any value inside? ABC doesn't have anything. So after write also you will not get anything in the output. XYZ has the values.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is
XYZ we have tried to.
let us see whether is there any possibility if you can write XYZ hyphen Veblen. Can you write like this? XYZ.
From XYZ we have to move it to a work area and line by line.
Exactly.
One by one we have to write it.
Exactly. So there is no way you can write it as XYZ hyphen Veblen. So internal table hyphen field name you cannot write. You have to loop the internal table. Put it into work area and then write the record. Loop should have an end loop. So instead of looping on the database level, you are looping at the internal table level now, which will improve the performance. It is not going across the application layer, database layer 13 times. It is within the application layer and looping and writing the content. So now this will display the output. Again, I think I forgot to provide loop at, I should say loop at XYZ into ABC. Here 1020 execute on this. Fine. Now you are getting 13 records. So for example, you want to print the serial number, then you can make use of SciTabix. SciTabix is a system variable which can indicate on which row you are looping. So if the loop goes for the first time, SciTabix will be 1. If the loop goes in a second time, SciTabix will be 2. And if the loop goes for the third time, SciTabix will be 3 and so on. It is kind of a counter, automatic counter. So now you can see what happens.
Yeah.
So every time loop goes in, so SciTabix value is keep on increasing automatically. There is something called as a SciIndex. This is SciTabix. There is something called as SciIndex. SciIndex will not work inside the loop, but SciIndex will work inside the do loop. So now see all are 0. So SciIndex is not working inside this loop statement, but SciIndex will work inside the do loop. For example, if I say something like do some 5 times and do, then inside this if I say write SciIndex, then you can see that it will print 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 5. SciIndex is the counter of do loop or while loop. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it is coming up here, right? So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is coming up because of this SciIndex. SciIndex will work as a counter for the do loop and while loop. SciIndex will not work as a counter for internal table. When you are looping an internal table, psi index is not a counter. So don't confuse between a psi index and psi tabix. Generally,
Psi tabix is okay. Tabix is the number of loops, right? But index, I'm not sure what it is.
index is that loop, do loop or while loop. It is not based on the internal table. Psi tabix is based on the internal table. Tabix means table index. Tab x, table index.
Okay. Okay.
So psi tabix is always based on internal table. When you are looping internal table, then only tabix will work.
So you mean to say the output of psi tabix and psi index both are same, but only thing is it is psi index is used for do and while, whereas tabix is used in the internal table looping.
Exactly. Right.
So output is the same, you mean to say?
Yeah,
Right.
output is
Psi
same.
index and psi tabix.
It is a counter.
Okay. Okay. Counter means okay the
Count.
number of times it is running.
Yeah, how many number of times it is running, it will count.
Okay. 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 Got it. Got it. Yeah.
Correct. Now you know how to get the data into the internal table. Now one more thing, I got a requirement to print the price. I'm printing right now some 13 sales documents in the output. I wanted to print them the price based on a price in a descending order. So first sales document which has the highest price should be printed on the top. Highest price should be printed on the top. Next highest price will be on the second place, then and so on. So like that I wanted to display my output. What you need to do is you need to sort your internal table based on the price. Let it activate. I'll show you the syntax. It is still activating somewhere.
Whatever.
Server gone. It's always problem. So I have to create one more program now. First I have to look into the tables. Yeah, it has some data or not. Let me check. Look, it doesn't have data. It doesn't have normal tables also. I can't do anything. What happened to my server? Shit. I will try to make use of my student table. But it also doesn't have much data. What do we do? I have a USR01 table, but The problem is it doesn't have any currency values or quantity values. So I wanted to take a better, I wanted to so these are all configurable tables. Give me a second, Kanan. I'll just try to get a password for another server, which is a ECC server where we can have some better tables. Give me a second.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Kanan, we got one more server. No issues.
Yeah.
So let us go in.
Okay.
So let us create a program now.
Yeah.
So I will declare some structure types, begin of some head or whatever, HEAD, VBELN, type VBAK-VBELN, and then here in this example I just wanted to show you one more, because anyway I am creating the program from the beginning. I wanted to show you something else, like something called as a select options. In the previous example we have seen something called as parameters, wherein in the input you can provide only one sales document number or only one sales organization. But what if you want to give multiple sales document numbers or multiple sales organizations? So let us go and explore in this example. So I wanted to open this VBAK table. So here I will take date on which the record was created. Then I want a sales organization. Where is my sales organization? VKORG. Yeah, it is there here somewhere. Then what else? I have an ETWR somewhere, net price. And Kanan, one more important point is if your program performance to be better, you have to provide the fields in your structure and in your select query as the same order as that of the database table order. What I mean to say here is I have declared a structure just now. In this structure,
Okay, sure.
I have declared Weblan ERDAT, then VKORG. But if
Yeah.
you see Weblan ERDAT, after that NETWR VRK is there. After that VKORG is there.
Okay. Okay.
So if you need a better performance,
We
declare
are
it in
should
the
give us
same sequence. So what I say is
got it.
put this
Last one.
VKORG after,
At last.
yeah, at the end.
Okay.
While you are writing the output, you write it in any sequence. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 As a
VKORG
writing.
type VBAK hyphen VKORG. Now I'm declaring one internal table data itab type table of head and one work area WA type head. So I have an internal table, I have a work area. Now if I have to write a parameter, I'll say parameters p underscore org type VBAK hyphen VKORG. Right?
So
But
this
the problem,
itab is our this structure.
itab is the internal.
Sorry, internal table.
Yeah,
Internal table. W is the work area.
correct.
And the first one what we have declared is the structure.
Structure, yes.
Head is a
Head
structure.
is a structure, yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now,
Okay.
for example, when you are using p underscore org, so this is called as a parameter, and parameter indicates only one memory location. Parameter is nothing but a variable.
Yeah.
But in case if you want to provide multiple sales organization as input, what you can do is you
Yeah.
can say something called as select options. So instead of parameters, use the keyword select options. Then
Okay. Okay. Instead of okay.
then make use of any one of the name. So you can say ABC XYZ. I'll to make much more better sense. I'll say S underscore ORG. Give some name which makes sense. Then give for parameter you are giving type, but select options you need to give here
Yeah.
for.
Okay.
For parameter you are giving
Okay. Okay.
here database tables or structure hyphen field name. So this is structure hyphen field name,
Yeah.
right? But for select option, you need
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
give the work area hyphen field name.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So you need to give a work area. If you give here VBAK VKORG, it will not accept. It
Oh,
will,
I did not take. Okay. Okay. Okay.
okay, check it. It is not accepting it. So you should provide here a work area hyphen VKORG. Generally, people what they will do is they will declare a statement on the program called as tables VBAK. In layman point of view, anybody will wrongly understanding this keyword. So what do you understand if I put here tables VBAK means? What does it
So
mean?
we are utilizing the table VBAK in this program.
It is a kind of table. That's what you are. The general layman point of view, we will
Yeah,
generally
VBAK.
understand it
Yeah.
as
Correct.
VBAK is a table, right? So in that way, the keyword is.
Yes. Yes.
But the,
Yes.
but the actual purpose of this keyword is this keyword is
Okay.
declaring a work area. So the tables keyword. So I'll write here. So the tables keyword used to declare a work area with the same name as that of database table. So see,
So now VBAK is a work area, is it?
yeah, VBAK is a work area. So that's what the intention is. But by looking at the keyword, many people will wrongly understanding. If I say something like this, WA type VBAK means WA is a work area, right? So you will easily say that it's a work area.
Yes, yes,
WA will be a work area. This is also a work area with the
yeah.
name VBAK. So the name itself is
Okay.
work area name itself is VBAK. So it is something like this:
VBAK.
data
Oh,
VBAK type VBAK. So work area name itself as VBAK.
oh. So before doing this declaration, we have to declare that table is to VBAK. Then we
No,
can
no,
declare
no need to
that line.
declare. Line number 14 is not required. If you have done line number 13, it will give the impact of what I have declared in
Okay.
line number 14. Tables VBAK means it is a work area. It is a work area with the same name as that
Okay.
of your database table.
Okay. So it's already understood. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why most of the programs, what you see here is select options also. You can see VBAK-VKORG. Now this is syntactically correct because
Okay.
you have a work area with name VBAK.
Yeah. Okay.
So it doesn't mean that you are taking the reference from the database table. You are taking the reference from still the work area because you
Okay.
have a work
Yes,
area called VBAK in your
yes, yes.
program.
Yeah.
Okay, but remember when you are going for a select option, you have to provide here a name for your work area hyphen field name. So let me
Yeah.
activate and show you how it appears. Execute this. So now you can see parameter in this parameter you can provide only one value, but in select options you can put multiple values in case if you want to put few more single values you can put ranges, exclude values, exclude ranges.
Yeah.
You are utilizing all this right in day-to-day activities, right? So
Yes.
you can
Okay.
utilize this something like what you are utilizing regularly.
Yeah. Okay.
So now you can
All
do all
right.
these sort of operations with the select options. Now what is the difference while writing a select query for the parameter and select options? What could be the difference when you are writing a select statement? I'll say select what are all the fields? I want to select VBELN, ERDAT, NETWR, WAERK, VKORG from VBAK table and put it into internal table. Internal table name is itab, where if it is a parameter, forget about select option for some time. If it is a parameter, what we are doing, we are giving here VKORG is equal to P underscore VKORG. We are giving something like this. P underscore org, right? So org, P underscore org. So something like this I am giving in the select statement. But if it is a select options, if I say something like this, it is not correct because is equal to symbol you can use when you are comparing with a single value. Is equal to means it is already equal to, it can be equal to a single value only, it cannot be equal to multiple values, right? So is equal to symbol you can use.
Yeah. Okay.
Here on the other side when you are having a single value, that means when you have a parameter, then only you can use is equal.
Okay. Equal to P dot.
P
Equal to P
underscore
dot
R.
org. Okay.
But select options can have multiple values.
Yeah.
Select options can have multiple values. So v underscore org cannot be equal to multiple values, but you can say here in multiple values. Any one of or all of the values which are in vk.org. So this is the syntax.
Okay, this is clear.
When you are using select options, make use of in here. Then you will get the data. Then loop at your internal table and put it into work area. Then write Cytabix. Table index will give the counter. Then work area hyphen VBELN, work area hyphen ERDAT, work area hyphen NETWR, work area hyphen WAERK. And in case I want to put this sales org in the beginning itself, I'll put in the middle work area hyphen VKORG. So it doesn't make any performance problem. Even though if you change the order of the fields while you are displaying the output, so it's not a problem. So it's not a performance issue. But when you are getting the data, then the performance issue will come into the picture. So you need to provide the order, you need to maintain the order in the structure, and you need to write the order in the select query also in the same way. But while writing the output, you can use your own formatting. So let me save, check, activate, execute. I don't want to have this p underscore arg. I'll comment this. So now let me execute. So here I want to get the data for sales org. One 1020 and 1030, for example. For these two, I want 1020, 1030.
Yeah.
So now I am getting total 16 records. First, like you can see till here 1020, 1030 also there are 3 records, and then again 1020.
Yeah.
Now I want to sort based on a net price. I can say before writing the output, I will say sort my internal table by NETWR descending.
Okay.
So if I say descending, then based on price, the highest price will come on the top, little lesser price on the lower, and little less, and so on. So it will order from higher to lower value. So here I'll give 1020 to 1030, execute. So now you can see how it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Now my requirement is sales organization wise. I wanted to sort. First I want to sort a sales organization under which I want to print the highest price first, lower next, and so on.
Yeah, okay.
Then what I will do is sort by VKORG ascending, network descending. What is this? Means VKORG ascending means first 1020 will come, after that 1030 will come. Yeah. Ascending means from smaller to higher.
Okay.
VKORG is sorted ascendingly, but inside that 1020 you have different prices. That prices will be sorted descendingly.
Yeah, got it.
So now you can see 1020 is coming, and then 1030 is coming at the bottom.
Mhm.
The net prices are sorted descendingly,
Mhm. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
So like this, you can sort the internal table. And for example, sometimes what you have to do is you have to, if you want to sort in the database level itself, you can say here order by.
Mhm.
The order by keyword will sort the internal table, but it will sort at the database level, and then the data will be brought into the internal table.
Internal.
So I can say it's
Then we don't have.
order by
Okay.
VKORG. I can say like this. So
Okay.
you can say order by VKORG ascending, NETWR descending. So this you can say here in the select query itself. But the
Okay. Okay.
ordering
Okay.
and sorting is happening at the database level, which is more,
So again, time consuming. Performance issue.
yeah, again performance issue. So we are not using this syntaxes.
Okay. Okay.
And once you
So
go
if we
towards
do that, then we don't have to sort it. And okay, if we are doing it in the database level itself, then we don't have to do it at the internal
internal
table
table
level.
level, yes,
Correct.
yes,
So not required. Okay. But that's wrong.
yeah. So that will take more performance if you are sorting at the database level.
Yeah.
Then one more thing is there is something called as group by. These are all small
Okay.
keywords, but just wanted to make you aware. Group by means
Yeah. Yeah.
you are trying to get the net price sum based on the sales organization,
hmm
for example.
Okay.
Then what you can do is you can say get the sum of network group by VKORG. You can say like this.
mm
Group by VKORG.
Oh,
Select sum
okay.
NETWR. You can say that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But that is also again a burden on the database. So instead of group by, in case
Okay.
if I want you to get the total sum, then what I will do is
mm
I will declare a variable, another variable to get the sum data variable v underscore total, or we want subtotals based on sales organization, right? So I want the subtotals based on sales organization. I'll say subtotal
mm
type VBAK hyphen NETWR. Can I say like this? Some variable type VBAK network. That means
Okay.
VBAK network has
mm
a currency data type. So my subtotal is also a currency data type. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
what I'm doing is when I go inside the loop, then I will
mm
say v underscore subtot equal
mm
to v underscore subtot plus work area hyphen NETWR.
mm
Okay, I'm doing something. Maybe I'll take you into the debugging. Don't worry, like even if you are not trying to get it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
finally, I will say
mm Yeah.
write v underscore subtot color. I want to display with some color. I
mm
want to highlight this total with some color. I have given some color. Let me activate this.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I'll put a breakpoint over here. Let us execute this and see. 1020, 1030. Go here. So now inside this internal table I tab. Now I have a total 16 records. Total 16 records are there. So when I come inside the loop for the first time, so the first record of internal table is available in the work area. So this record is available in the work area, right? Because I entered in the loop for the first time. So in this work area, what is the NETWR?
115.
1,15,000. Yeah, 1,15,000.
Yes.
So you can see that 1,15,000 is there in work area network. In this subtotal, there is nothing. As of now, there is nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now I'm adding 01150 and putting inside v underscore subtotal. So after this step, what happened? 1150 is available in this variable v underscore subtotal.
Yeah.
I have written the first record in the output.
Okay.
Loop coming for the second time. When the loop coming for the second time, what is there in the work area NETWR? 50,000. Now this 50,000 will be added with whatever is available in the v underscore subtotal.
Okay.
So 1,15,000 plus 50,000. It will be added. A total is 1,65,000. So total value v underscore subtotal total value is available in v underscore subtotal. Then once again let me go in. Loop is coming for the third time. Now another 30,000 is coming up, which will be added to v underscore subtotal. So the total value is 1,95,000. Writing the third record, going for the fourth time. 27,000 V is now added to 1,95,000. So 2,22,000 and so on. Like this, it will keep on add all the NETWR, all the net prices, and finally you can see it is printing the net price over here.
Okay.
But it is printing irrespective of the currency type. So we can also look into that. How can we consider the currency type and we can print that. Okay, so now what I can do is I'll say on change of, there is a keyword called on change of. Okay, so whenever there is a change for the currency, for example, where work area WEARK, WAERK, on change always has end on change has always a concluding statement called end on. On change is something like if and end if. It is on change will have always end on. So here I will say whenever the currency changes, write in a new line, write the subtotal v underscore subtotal, and then v underscore subtotal. But if you come into this here again, I will face an issue, so I cannot do this. Better I will use, so better before proceeding to this, I will introduce you some keywords. Better, like there are some keywords which we are going to learn. One is called at first. This is the first keyword. At new is another keyword. At end of is one more keyword which we have. Similarly, we have something called as at last, and then we have on change of. These are called as control break statements. in ABAP we have
Okay.
control break statements. Something like a condition statement, something like looping statements. These are called as the control break statements. So except the last one, so that means except on change of, all these control break statements can be used inside the loop. So all the control break statements, STA statements, must be used inside the loop. So now for example, I'll say here, inside the loop, I'll say write sales report with color some 6 or 7 just to highlight. So let us see how it is coming up. So every time for each and every record, sales report, sales report, sales report is coming, because that write statement is inside the loop, right? So every time it is coming.
Yes.
But I want to appear this only one time. Then I will say at first.
Can you put it outside the table?
We can put it outside the table. That is a good idea, right? So, but otherwise, you can also put it inside at first and end at.
Okay.
So now you can see a sales report is coming only once, even though it is inside the loop.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, then I wanted to display that with some, after some 20 characters, I will leave 20 characters blank.
Okay.
And then this sales report should come. So now you can see the sales report heading is coming. In case if you want to still move it, so now 20 characters from here to here, 20 characters it left, and after that this heading is coming. If you want to put still more, you can say 30, leave 30 places, and then after that put sales report heading.
But like this, there will be so many commands, right? Say for example, even when you are teaching also, you may miss out few things, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So now, for example, this the sales report, I want to give that 20 characters gap, and then I have to write this. Okay.
Right.
So in my project, there is a requirements, and how will I find out this? If there is option like this available, or how will I find out? Is there a book where everything is covered, or should we? Or we have to go to the forum and ask some guys?
Yeah.
Or how do we do that?
What you need to do is put your control. The best way of finding syntaxes is put your cursor, click on F1.
Okay.
When you click on F1, ABAP has a huge library. For example, I kept my control on sort, press F1. So now I'm going to, SAP is going to provide me a help. What are all the kind of syntaxes I can do with the sort? And additionally, it will give some other keywords also. So let us see how it is. Does it open the documentation? No, not yet open, but it will give you a documentation. It is still running. So see here, ABAP keyword documentation. Go here and try to find out the document. In fact, Kanan, there's some of the keywords still after I almost have around 9 years of experience, and then still sometimes
Okay.
some new keywords when I'm debugging something, I will be wondering, yeah, this is a new keyword. Then
Okay.
I'll go into the documentation and then I will be
Okay.
understanding that. So
Yeah.
after understanding certain keywords, by looking into that keyword, you can guess like what it can do. Some of the keywords you can easily guess, and some of the keywords you need to search. You need to look into the documentation. Then only you can understand.
Okay. Oh, okay. Which one is a good book for ABAP? There is one
I will send you one
for
PDF.
ABAP for beginners.
Yeah, ABAP learn
Okay.
ABAP yourself in 21 days. I think that book is available in Google. Also, you can find the PDF. But I will
Okay.
forward you that. It's a
Yeah.
PDF. It's
Okay.
I have a copy of that. I will put you in the folder. You can
Okay.
look into that.
Ah, that's good. Okay.
It is taking a long time.
So that the one what it's going to show, it will show all the available commands or just only this thing,
It, it
the
will highlight
the syntax.
the syntax what you are searching for, but it will parallelly also show all other syntaxes also.
Okay. The
So,
syntax is different. Now syntax could be like loop at end loop.
and
Or, I
you,
mean,
you
okay.
also
So those
have,
kind of things it will be giving.
it will also give some sort of
I
example.
want to know that. Okay.
So
Uh,
it will give
so
some
it's syntax
documentation
plus
example,
command.
everything.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Let it open. So meanwhile, I'll try to create one more session.
Yeah, it was it. Yeah.
But this program will be in editable mode. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll copy this program.
Yeah.
So now what I'll do is for the time being, I'm taking this ERDAT out, or okay. Give me a second. Like why? Because let it be there. Not a problem. At first I have done now. Now I wanted to do something at new.
Yeah.
We have different keywords, right? So at first we have seen. At first always
Yeah.
will be inside the loop and only first occurrence it will execute. There is something called at new. At new
Okay.
will get executed. Something new happens. For example, at new VBELN. I'll say
Mm-hmm.
write new document. I'll say new sales doc. At new always has and at.
Okay.
So now you can see the new sales doc. That means for 5492 is a different sales doc. 5473 is a different sales
Mm-hmm.
doc. 5472 is a different sales doc. Every time the new sales doc coming up, then it is giving the heading.
Okay.
So instead of at new, you can also make use of on change off. You can also make use of on change off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say on change of VKORG, on change of sales org. I'll say a new sales org. I'll highlight this heading new sales org with a color some 5 or something or 2.
Mhm.
On change always has end on.
Mhm.
Save it. On change of, when you are giving, you should provide a work area hyphen a VKORG. You need to specify the complete field name along with the work area. But for others, at first, at new, at end of, when you are using, no need to specify work area hyphen field name. You just give the only field name. That's enough. For on change of, you need to specify the complete field name. Activate this
Okay.
and then execute this.
Mhm.
See here, new sales org started here with 1020, and here again new sales org, and then 1030 is coming up.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah. Mhm.
right. So now I wanted to make the sum whenever at end of this sales organization, I want to
Yeah.
make the sum of this.
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
So what I can do is I can write something like this. At end of VKORG, write
Mhm.
the subtotal, and then I'll say end at. So now what I'm doing, when the VKORG is ends, that means 1020 is ending up, then write the subtotal, because I'm already doing some total, write the total. So once I write the total,
Okay.
then I will clear the subtotal. I will say clear the subtotal, V underscore subtotal. Let me activate this,
Why?
because subtotal for 1020 I want a different subtotal, for 1030 I want a different subtotal. If I don't clear, what will happen is it will mix up
Okay.
inside the loop, it will mix
Okay.
up all the totals.
It'll add both the totals, huh?
Yeah, it will add both the totals. If you don't clear, it will add the 1020 total to the 1030 total. But here the problem is this VKOR, you can utilize this particular at end of, or you can utilize this at first keyword. That means all these control break statements you can utilize only on the first field of your internal table. Here I'm saying at end of VKORG, but VKORG is the last field of your internal table. So there is a
Okay.
problem. So, but all these control break statements you can utilize only on the first field. So because it is a last field, see, you are not getting the proper output. So if I give something like this and execute, you are not getting the proper output. See. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this VKORG in the beginning, because my requirement is to make the sum of subtotals based on VKORG. So even though a little performance hectic it is, I need to do it. So I will put this VKORG here, take out from the bottom of this internal table. Similarly, while selecting also, I will select a VKORG in the beginning,
Mhm.
the same order as that of what I was looking for. So now the VKORG is the beginning field. The VKORG is the first field now. So let me save it, check it and activate. So in my internal table, VKORG is the first field. So now at end of will work properly, and you can see the subtotals.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm.
So you are trying
Yeah.
to do something on this fourth field which is not the first field of your internal table, so always make it as the first field of your internal table, especially when you are using the control break statements, then it will work. Otherwise it will not work properly. So now what I want to do is I want to push the subtotals to here. So I'll do something like provide some spacing, put here some 50. Still not 50 is no 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. If I put 40, I think that is enough.
40. Yeah.
Right. So the total subtotals are coming up.
Yeah.
And then in case if you want a grand total, then don't clear this. Don't clear this. What you do is you declare one more variable for the grand total, data v underscore grand total type vbak hyphen netwr. Do the same logic as that of subtotal. So what you need to do is you need to add grand total equal to grand total plus work area hyphen netwr, same logic, but I'm not clearing that. So here I'm clearing, but for the grand total I'm not clearing. At last, that means once the loop is going to finish, at the end of that I'm going to write grand total v underscore grand. Color could be some 2 or 1. I'll put color 1. You can see that grand total is coming in the bottom.
Yeah.
So let us debug.
That's not correct, I think so. Is it correct?
Because of the DEM and euros, you are saying you want to add DEM separately and you want to add euro separately, is it?
No. I just I didn't check that. I just added everything and checked it. I mean,
it's correct.
Okay, it's correct.
Otherwise, it is correct.
Okay. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's correct. Okay. Yeah.
So now let us go inside the debugger. Execute this. Where I'm coming somewhere. I'm going somewhere. What I'll do is I'll put a breakpoint here in my program. So I'll put a breakpoint at line number 32. Execute my program. Provide the input. Execute the data. So in the internal table, I'm getting all the records now. 16 records without any order. So you can see the sales organizations are mixed up. You can see in position number 11, I have a sales org 1030, and again after that in the bottom I have 1020. If I have such order, I cannot make use of subtotals based on sales organization. So if you want to have a subtotals based on our sales org, first of all you sort your internal table based on VKWRG, and of course in case if you want to put your net prices descending, that's up to you. But for making subtotals, you must, based on VKVRG, you must sort it with the VKVRG. So that is a prerequisite. And after that, I'm going inside the loop for the first time. Right? So I'm inside the first, I have entered the loop for the first time. So now tell me whether control will go inside at first. When I click F5,
Yeah, it will go. No?
it will go. It will write sales report in the output.
Yeah.
Then on change of work area VKVRG. On change of VKVRG. What is the VKVRG? On change of means whenever VKVRG changes, then only the event will trigger.
Yes, it will.
So, but previously, that means before the loop is triggered, the work area VKVRG has some blank value. Now it is 1020. You can see. But in the previous iteration, that means before the loop triggers, it is 0. There is nothing inside this work area VKVRG. So that means it will assume that it is the first change, then the event will trigger. It will write new sales organization. So now inside this work area network, I have 1,15,000. Inside the subtotal, I have a 0. So 0 plus 1,15,000 will be added and it will be given to V underscore subtotal. Then I am writing the entire output like site ABIX, WebLearn, ER, DAT, everything. At end of VKVRG. Right now, what is the VKVRG? In my current record, my VKVRG is, current record means my first record. Right now, I am inside the first iteration. So right now, my VKVRG is 1020.
Yeah.
So it is not at end of 1020. We are at the beginning of 1020. So this event will not trigger. I'll click F5, see it jumps to line number 57. At last means after 16. This internal table has a 16 records. So when you are executing the 16th record, then the code which you have written under at last will trigger. So now this will not execute. It went to end loop. So I am coming back to the second iteration. So as soon as I enter inside the loop, try to observe the site ABIX. This is site ABIX. You can see on the top it is there. Right? So now once I go inside this, see the site ABIX. Site ABIX is
becomes 2.
Okay. That means I am entering second time inside the loop. So my second record of my internal table is available in the work area. Because I am entering inside the loop second time, my second record of internal table is available inside the work area.
Yes.
So now it is at first. So am I entering first time inside the loop? No, I am entering second time. So it will not execute
second time,
the right statement.
Okay.
On change of VKVRG. What is the previous VKVRG? 1020. What is the current VKVRG? That is also 1020. So there is no change in VKVRG value for the first record and second record. So this will not execute.
Yeah.
Now it will go to the subtotal. Inside the subtotal, like inside the work area network, you have 50,000, and inside the V underscore subtotal, we have 1,15,000. Both will be added together. So now it will become 1,65,000. And similarly, the same thing is happening to your grand total also. Your V underscore grand also become 1,65,000. Write everything. At end of VKVRG. Are we reached at the end of the 1020? Not yet. We have not yet reached the last record. Go inside the loop for the third time.
Okay.
So at first will not execute. On the third time also it will not execute. Right? So like this, the loop has to repeat for how many number of times? The loop has to repeat for 13 times.
13 of 10 times, yes. Then it will change.
Then your VKORG is changing. At the 14th, when the loop
Yeah.
rotates on a 14th time, your VKORG is
Yeah.
changing. So what I'll do is,
Yeah.
I'll debug like this. See, now what I'll do, I'll put a breakpoint inside the loop. I'll put a breakpoint. Now what is my site ABIX? 3. Site ABIX you can see on the top.
Yeah.
Now I click on F8.
Yeah.
I click on F8.
Okay.
When I click on F8, what will happen?
Okay.
The
It'll
the
come out
loop
of the
will
loop.
the loop
It'll
will
execute completely.
yeah, it will execute and stop at the next breakpoint, right? So F8 means in case if you have a next breakpoint, it will stop at the next breakpoint. So when I click on F8, see it stopped at the breakpoint. Now you are in the 4th iteration. So you can see the site ABIX is 4. If I click once again, F8, 5th iteration. Now I'm in the 5th iteration. The loop is going for the 5th time.
Okay.
Again F8,
Yeah. Yeah.
loop is going for the 6th time, 7th time, 8th time, 9th time, 10th, 11th, 12th,
Okay.
13th. So we are now inside 13th time we are entering inside the loop.
Yeah.
So we have written the subtotal, grand total. So 13th time we are running. Then 13th time is the end of 1020, right? 13th record is the end of 1020. So at end of 1020, it will go inside and it will write the whatever the value is there in the subtot. What is there in subtot? 237037. So that will be written in the output.
Okay.
And I will clear that. So once I have written the subtotal, I am clearing so that I can make a subtotal for 1030 from the beginning. So I have not yet reached at last. So again, a loop is going. It is not the first time I'm entering inside the loop, so it will not execute. On change of work area VKORG. Now the work area VKORG has 1030. Previously it has 1020. So now it will go inside. It will say write new cells org. So now the subtotal is 12.4, but grand total is 237037 plus 12.40. That is grand total 237049.40. Now you can see on the right hand side, V underscore grand is different, V underscore subtotal is different. I am writing that at end of VKORG. No, we are not at the end of 1030. We are not at the end of the loop. We are not at the end of the first. We are not going like previously also 1030 is the sales org. Now also 1030. Now it will calculate the subtotal, grand total, writes. We are not yet end of VKORG, not yet at last. Now I am going inside the loop for 16th time. So on change of VKORG, previous VKORG is 1030. Currently also 1030. Not a problem. Calculate subtotal, grand total, write it. On at end of VKORG, is this the end of 1030? Yes, this is the end of 1030. After this record, there is no more sales org with 1030. So it writes a subtotal. Then at last, yes, this is the last record in the internal table. After this record, there is no more records. It writes the grand total and it come out a loop. So this is what is happening inside the program. Fine. So try to go through this because these are some basics and get the data into the internal. Take some tables which you are very familiar, like Mara
Yeah,
table or MARC or BBRK,
yeah,
and try to pull the data
yeah,
from those
yeah,
tables and put it into your internal table at work areas. So that tomorrow
yeah.
we will look into how can we join multiple tables. So today we have seen how to get the
Okay,
data from a
okay,
single table.
okay.
Tomorrow we will look like we will join 2-3 tables
Yeah,
and then get the data from that.
okay, okay, okay. Fine then, yeah, no problem.
Right? So we'll stop here. We'll meet tomorrow.
Okay, okay. So this recordings can just upload so that I just go through that after some time.
Yeah, I'm uploading right away. No issues.
Yesterday's, today's also, these two are important.
Right. I'll do.
And just send me the link also, yeah?
Sure.
All right, yeah.
See you then. Bye.
Yes, yeah, see you, bye-bye.